Yo, what's going on YouTube? Kai here checking in with another video. Today, rapper down in South Philly, Deek, is gonna get into it.
Like a seesaw, once you think you going up, you get put down. I've been in my bag, they told me chill, but I cannot. They say, look, don't go on drugs, but I keep spinning blocks. They say, look, you hogging on them drugs, boy, like somebody else blitz. Chase him down, you run, I miss. Up that pound, they got some kick. Bell out dip, take off and drift. 223's gon' flip they whip. I hold a grudge with all odds, bro, take a ride, let's buckle up. I made a promise, kill all odds, I gotta play, let's huddle up. You ain't know, every time he slide, them boys don't miss nothing. There he go, think that he's skating, oh, that's the switch jumping. Chase him down, he like Loko coming. On his heels, know why he running. From the 7, how I'm bumming. We don't step, they know we stumping. She see me, she like he stunting. Her friend like that's low-key something. One thing, that boy go for nothing. I play a song, that shit be dumping. And he hard, he hop out bucking. How you know he my cousin?
3 Command. 3rd District unit still holding the scene for the homicide at 17th and Christian.
It's the shots heard around Graduate Hospital. This family with a stroller seen running for cover.
Mo, you got the Caucasians running for cover. You got a cop reversing and back like he.
The shots heard around Graduate Hospital. This family with a stroller seen running for cover. The target of the bullets, an 18-year-old. Police say was walking down the street with at least 5 other people, including a youth counselor. The teen ambushed at the intersection of 17th and Christian Streets just after 7 p.m.
With a youth counselor, yeah.
Good day. Hey, be home by dinner.
I love you. Good morning, Mr. Fielding.
This movie right here is crazy because now they got a black person in it. Ain't no way. And in connection, they sync together. Ain't no way.
18-year-old Sadiq Dove, or Deke Loco, was killed earlier this week. Deke Loco comes from 27th and Dickinson, also known as OT7 or TPG. They've been going at it with Tasker Street for years.
OT7, like OT7 Kwani?
7 or TPG. They've been going at it with Tasker Street for years. Through other affiliations like 7th Street and the Clappers, Deke Loco had beef all around the city. This incident just happened, so I can't speculate too much right now on what exactly went down, but this will most likely be included in my YBC Part 3 video, so make sure you tune into that, as I'm sure there'll be updates to this story in there. Deke comes from a single parent home, most likely contributing to his turn to the streets. Deke was that badass young boy riding around on pedal bikes with no shirt on, but he was loved by the neighborhood, but was always in shit. Deke was misguided and looking for acceptance and purpose. Unfortunately, he found it in the streets. Deke started rapping in 2021, and a lot like the other quote-unquote drill rap, he was just talking about shit he did in the streets. Not a lot of skill involved.
Too much for different blocks, they call me Deke Loco. I put a score right on that top, I made a peak hole. They had Brody in his legs, many eat those. They lucky we wasn't outside when bro got tagged up. We was 8 poles deep, shit got bad on the guys that was the same night. We made them niggas crash. We went on I hit the stool, I'm in my bag. They think I'm high, but I'm really trying to get back. He trying to run, no Ricky, we hit his bag.
Brody said he wasn't even dead, you know we gon' take that risk. How the fuck he hit his head, I knew he died the way he tripped. How the fuck y'all dissing 2-7, crafty dumbass, felt that switch. Y'all keep dissing, popping bear, keep it real, don't leave out hits. Chase him down, you run, I miss. Up that pound, they got some kick. Bell out dip, take off and drift. 223's gon' flip they whip. Hanging with them niggas, you gon' die, they dead mean it. Giving out the smoke, they cannot take it, they OD. Bitches look, aka quadruple kill, let's drink some. You ain't know, every time.
You know the sad part? I heard him say earlier, like he 18. Like, bruh. I know I say this in like all these type of videos, like, but you ain't even get to like see life. I know it feel like y'all do. I know it feel like y'all be like, oh man, like, I'm the man, I'm woo woo, bro. You ain't been nowhere, bro. I know for a fact, like, y'all probably ain't been out of Philly, surrounding areas, you know what I mean? Like, bro, it's so much to see in life. Like, I don't even think, like, the sad part is, like, bro, like, y'all be passing away and y'all don't even get an opportunity to, like, leave y'all mark in the world. And I'm not talking about music wise. I'm talking about, like, so you gone, you only got no kids, so it's like your lineage is over with. Like, it's what I'm over with. Like, y'all don't even think. Like, y'all not even thinking before y'all just, like, maneuvering through the streets. Like, and also I say this all the time. It goes back to the things that y'all consuming, the things that y'all put in y'all body. Like, y'all not even thinking the next 5 years. Cool, y'all don't even think about the next 3. Like, y'all not thinking, like, man, what's the next 3 years gonna look like? What steps y'all gonna make to transition into the next 3 years, the next 5, the next 10? Like, y'all have the opportunity. If you 16, think about the next 5 years. Think about the next 10 years. I know y'all got counselors that come in and tell y'all these things, but that's something that these y'all gotta write these things down. Not only write them down, put them on a board, put them somewhere that you can look at them every day. When you wake up, get a whiteboard, put a whiteboard up in your room. Have some goals. Have weekly goals. Have monthly goals. Have yearly goals. Hey, I want to do this by 6 months. I want to do this in 3 months. I want to do this in a year. And don't just have them broke down, like, work to achieve those goals. But it's just sad that a lot of y'all don't think about stuff like that, bruh. And this is why, as a race, we gonna always be last. Honestly. You know what I was thinking about? I was driving around. I'm like, bro, the black people don't really have anything far as, like, of our own. Far as we might get a hair salon, a barber shop. Like, we get the hair salon, barber shop. Like, we don't got no stores. Like, why we don't got no corner stores? You ain't never seen no black person that's owning the corner store ever. Like, we get the generic stuff. Yeah, here you go, a barber shop, a hair salon. You might get one of them third party shoe stores. But it's like we never get nothing that's, like, really, like, y'all don't even think about the future. Like, y'all don't even think about, damn, like, okay, what I'm gonna do for when I have children, if you got children, what I'm gonna do for my children to be in a better position than I am. Because just because you in a situation where you feel like, hey, I don't think I can come out of this on top, you can come out. You got a brain. With you having a brain, all it come down to, like I said, writing down your goals, achieving your goals, getting out of your comfort zone. Why continue to do the same thing? Why continue to put yourself around niggas that's not winning? You're around niggas that just want to run the streets all day. Everybody trying to up the score, but ain't nobody trying to make real money. And all the people that's making real money, they talking like they want to up the score, but they out of town. They making real money. Like, oh yeah, why would I keep myself in an environment where I'm making real money, my children not around the nonsense. They smartened up the way that y'all need to smarten up. And not to say y'all, I don't want to say because it's, I don't want to say it's a 14 or like a 13. You might go younger than that. Let's go 12 to like 18 or 12 to like 21 kind of thing. Like, bruh. Everybody in this video right here, I don't know any people in the background. Everybody has the opportunity to make something of themselves. Y'all making diss songs, antagonizing each other. Change up the method. Get on the internet and say, bruh, in the next 3 months, I bet you don't have X amount of dollars. Like, compete in a different way instead of trying to up the score. Compete in a different way. Compete like, oh, okay, you don't think I can make $10,000? Watch this. You don't think I can make $100,000? Watch this. Like, compete in a different type of way. Like, what y'all doing is like y'all making this look like we real life, like horse shit. Like, it's real life sad.
Tiny slide, them boys don't miss nothing. There he go. Think that he's skating, oh, that's the switch jumping. Chase him down, he like Loko coming. On his heels, know why he running. I told my mom I keep my gun, cause I don't wanna end up dead. My pa said you don't wanna die, ain't right with God, I'm getting it. I talked to 2, said my man, did he die? She said, look in my eyes. She said, Deke, don't do nothing dumb. I said, I won't, she know I lie. She know I'm gonna do something. I can't let that slide, they made you cry. I'm looking at these niggas around me, questioning them, is they gon' ride?
As we talk about time and time again on this channel,
did y'all not just hear Shorty lyrics? Said something about his mother, saying his mother. Why would you put yourself in that and then saying your mother have to go through the same thing again? And then after that, if something happened to you question, you think like, man, I gotta question the people around me. If you gotta question the people around you, you shouldn't be around them. Like, come on, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, we not gonna act like they don't know. We not gonna act like they don't know. Like, let's not act like they don't know, bruh. Shorty just said it herself, man. If I got to question these niggas, like, okay, then you don't need to be around them. They're not good for you, bro. Like, niggas is real like crazy.
if you do this type of music, your chances of getting killed go up exponentially. It's hard enough living in these neighborhoods when you're not in the shit. Even if you're in the streets stepping and getting busy, rapping about it is the last thing you should be doing, regardless. It never makes sense, and when month after month, day after day, I have to cover these young men getting killed. In the end, the answers I keep coming back to is the streets are lying to these kids. I don't know what they think the ending is gonna be. How else could it end if you live in the same city with a gang of niggas trying to kill you? But everybody chooses their path in life for the most part, and although I wish these kids would make different choices, it ultimately is up to them to be in the streets. The streets are a lie. A lot of people have died in the wars that go on in South Philly. 27th Street had lost a lot of people to these wars. The ops are already trolling and dissing on Instagram.
They said Shorty's about to be a father. Well, but still, it's like, bro, like, he didn't even get a chance to, like, see his seed. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, niggas gotta start smartening up, bro. No excuse, like, it's no excuse, man. I can see if they was like little kids or whatever, like, oh, these my son's 6, so like, oh man, it's a 6-year-old. Okay, like, he don't know no better. You feel me? At a certain age, you know better. But you living off impulse. You living off the reaction. Oh, I gotta make my friends laugh. I gotta do what my friends want me to do. Nah, bro, you do what you wanna do. Are you a leader or are you a follower? It's just that simple. Like, are you a leader? Leaders lead. Make your friends go with the move that you going with. Hey, bro, I'm not doing that no more, bro. I'm doing XYZ. I'm looking at social media. I'm going on YouTube. Y'all stay on YouTube all day watching vloggers or whoever y'all watching. Let me try something else. Let me try to vlog. Let me take a risk. Let me try a risk. Let me try something that make me uncomfortable. Man.
And I'm sure songs and more disrespect are coming towards the friends and family of Loko. When I first heard of Deke Loco last year, I was researching another video and came across his songs. He was coming at whoever he was coming at hard as shit in the videos I watched. So I assumed he was really deep in whatever he was involved in and figured with the way he was talking in the songs, he was looking for a way out of his existence. Sometimes people take the hand they are dealt in life and are jaded and nihilistic, black-pilled on life. They accept the position they were born into, and at some point, usually early on, they give up. There's no other way to explain the toxic and the self-hatred culture coming from drill rap. All the quote top drill rappers are the ones who really live the shit that they rap about, or at least are adjacent to it. It's about a 50-50 chance you'll make it past 25 living that type of life. Deke Loco was from 27th Street, as I said earlier, but he was affiliated loosely with CCK. The K in CCK is for the clappers.
Live in effect. Yeah, clapper, nigga. Clappers live in effect. You know, he may die, need to get that shit together. We rushed it to the drop, I do a drill with an umbrella. They asking where I'm at, I'm on the block, I'm with the felons. Strands, shit, the clappers up.
Who mostly come from 7th Street, but have a few members from 27th Street, like Deek. 27th Street also beefs with 5th Street, also known as the Cinders. And if you never heard of 5th Street or the Cinders, all I can do to describe it is like, YBC has been identified as one of the most federal sets in the city, but the Cinders make YBC look like kindergarten when it comes to going fed.
We got hit in his eye, Karan had holes all in his lungs. He was bleeding on the ground while you outside without your gun. Yeah, Vic got hit below the waist, but he still caught a shell. He suicide, now that shit up, don't let me bump in the cuz rail. I heard Deke tried to bleed dead, I wish I seen how me man fell. Deke cashed out on the chain instead of paying Goonie Bell. I'm here like 16, pipe it down, little bro, these hollows hot as hell. In that 17, a hole inside my beater. Dumbass was in the wrong place, his dumbass got deleted. Double S, it ain't alright, but I still smoke him, I be chiefin'.
One join the Cinders, get a body, then you gang with us.
Little child, hop out, get away. Deke put me in that song, that little nigga did wrong. We was spinning on the 7 all fucking day long. Hair doing all like trolling, but he hide. Friday fire on both sides, the south went down, they shot a front. You the creator of them pics, got up on them with a 10, and you can ask about them centers. We the ones who shot your Ken, I heard the light skin boy was trolling, and they left him in that tent. Dropping 7s, fuck to eat, we cracking 4s. Deke was loafing in his cell, we had him crawling on the floor. He was trying to play both sides, and then he walked into that door, he posted niggas why they did. Tell that rapper drop it back.
Turning the imagined into reality for over 95 years. RS, imagine that. We can.
75-cent boneless wings from Pizza Hut. Yeah, our prices dip.
The Cinders are known for their beef with 5th Street and also 20th Street and 27th Street. Most of the time, when you hear the wars going on in the streets of Philadelphia, you hear the same names and groups. CCK, YBC, Zoo Gang, The Flags, PNB, etc. But there is so much more BS going on in the streets of Philly that don't get talked about much, especially on YouTube. I've gotten comment after comment asking about the Cinders, asking for a Cinders video. My guess is, people don't hear them talked about much, but they go fed in their songs, and people want me to break down the beef. Quill, from 27th Street was killed in West Philly last year. Dezzy from YBC was killed around the same time, allegedly by 27th Street. Deke Loco's names have been involved in a lot of shootings and a lot of murders. THF Philly is a street reporter on Instagram and YouTube. He reported that Deke Loco was the one that shot at YD on the dirt bike. From what I know, he killed 4 people. Boz, Crafty, I don't know the other 2 names right now. He also says he paralyzed 2 people. THF went on to say that Deke Loco was probably the last Clappers member from 27th Street. The majority of them from there claimed 2-7 and never really sanctioned the CCK for that particular neighborhood. Clappers are majority 7th Street, so low-key, the few that was over there on 27th Street went against the grain, quote, renegades, because some of 2-7 be going at it with 0 to the 4 and BSB, probably the most exposed set. As of July 27th, 2023, 242 people have been killed in the city of Philadelphia. My condolences go out to the family of Sadiq Dove, who was only 18 years old. Until next time, y'all be safe.
Like, y'all not tired of that though? Like, y'all not tired of this? Like, y'all not tired of this?